Types of discontinuity. Types of discontinuity. There are two types of discontinuities are there. One is removable discontinuity and the second one is irremovable discontinuity. So types of discontinuities, there are two types. One is removable discontinuity, and this is also called as discontinuity of first kind. Discontinuity of first kind. Second one is irremovable discontinuity or irremovable discontinuity or discontinuity of second kind. There are two types of discontinuities. One is removable discontinuity and second one is irremovable discontinuity. Now we are going to discuss about removable and irremovable discontinuities. One, removable discontinuity. What is removable discontinuity means? Limit extends to a f of x exists. Limit extends to a f of x exists and not equal to f of a. Limit extends to a f of x exists and not equal to a, or f of a does not exist. Then it is called removable discontinuity. Limit extends to a f of x exists and not equal to f of a, or f of a does not exist. Then it is called removable discontinuity. Again, removable discontinuities are two types. First one is missing point discontinuity. Second one is isolated point of discontinuity. Isolated point of discontinuity. Again, removable discontinuity divided into two parts: missing point discontinuity and isolated point of discontinuity. What is missing point of discontinuity means? Limit extends to a f of x exists and f of a is not defined. F of a is not defined. Here limit extends to a f of x exists, comma f of a also exists, but limit extends to a f of x not equal to f of a. So this is the definition of missing point discontinuity. Limit extends to a f of x exists and f of a is not defined. What is the definition of isolated point of discontinuity? Limit extends to a f of x exists, f of a also exists, but limit extends to a f of x not equal to f of a. Here I am taking the example. Limit extends to, suppose if you take the function example f of x equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2. X square minus 4 by x minus 2, where x not equal to 2. Here what is f of a value? F of a value is how much? I am taking 2. F of 2. 2 square minus 4 by 2 minus 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 by 0. See, at x equal to 2, at x equal to 2, x equal to 2, at x equal to 2, f of x is x square minus 4 by x minus 2, x not equal to 2. If I take x equal to 2, this function is in the form of indeterminate form. That means function does not exist. F of a is not defined. F of 2 is not defined. Next, if you apply limit for this problem, limit x tends to, a value is how much I am taking? 2. A 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2, x minus 2. That means limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 means we can write like this, x minus 2 into x plus 2 by x minus 2. X minus 2, x minus 2 gets cancelled. X value is how much? 2. 2 plus 2, 4. So limit x tends to 2, f of x value how much we got? 4. Limit x tends to a, f of x exists. Limit x tends to 2, f of x exists. How much we got? 4. What is f of a value? F of 2 value is not defined. So this is called as this type of discontinuity. So here limit x tends to 2, f of x not exists, comma, f of 2 not defined. F of 2 is not defined. So this type of discontinuity is called as missing point discontinuity. Only at x equal to 2, 2 minus 2 will become 0. Denominator is 0 means function is not defined. Only at this point this function is not defined. That's why this is called missing point. Only one point it is missing. At this point this is discontinuous. That's why this is called missing point discontinuity. So this discontinuity we can redefine. That means limit x tends to a, x tends to 2, f of x equal to f of 2. We can redefine this function by giving certain value at x equal to 2 for the function. That's why it is called removable discontinuity. That whatever the discontinuity is there for this function, what is the discontinuity? At x equal to 2, this is discontinuity. That point is missing. At this point is missing. So that missing point we can remove it. We can remove it by redefining the value at x equal to 2 by giving x equal to 2. That's why it is called removable discontinuity. F of x equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2 means if you simplify this problem, how much you will get? X minus 2 into x plus 2 by x minus 2 means you will get f of x equal to x plus 2. That means y is equal to x plus 2. So if you draw a graph for this, if y is 0, x value is minus 2. This is minus 2 comma 0. If x is 0, y is 2. 0 comma 2. That means, see, this is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. That means this is a straight line passing through the points minus 2 comma 0 and 0 comma 2. 0 comma 2. This is a line. This line is continuous everywhere except at 2 because at 2 this function is not defined. So that's why at this point, except at this point, this function is discontinuous. So this point is missing. So that's why this is called missing point discontinuity. Right side of 2 we can define it. Left side also we can define it. But at 2 this function is not defined. That's why this is called missing point discontinuity. And we can remove this missing point discontinuity. We can remove this discontinuity by assigning value at x equal to 2 to this function. So how to redefine the value means we can define like this. F of x equal to how much? X square minus 4 by x minus 2 when x not equal to 2. At x equal to 2 if you take, at x equal to 2 if you give 4, at x equal to 2, x equal to means 2 plus 2, 4. Then f of x is f of x is, this is the function, that means this is the f of x, and at x equal to 2, y value is 4. That means you are assigning y value is how much? Y value is how much? 4 at x equal to 2. So y x is 2, y is 4. That means you now redefine the function. That's why this is called removable discontinuity. This is the concept of missing point discontinuity. Next, isolated point of discontinuity. So limit x tends to a exists, f of a also exists, but limit x tends to a, f of x not equal to f of a. Example, if you take f of x equal to step x plus step of minus x, step x plus step of minus x. Suppose if x equal to 1.1 to 1.9, if you give f of x value is how much? Between 1.1 to 1.9, if you give 1.2, if I give 1.1, then step of 1.1 is 1, plus step of 1 minus of 1.1 is minus 2. 1 plus minus 2 is minus 1. If I give 1.9, step of 1.9 is 1. Minus step of 1.9 is minus 2. 1 plus minus 2 is minus 1. So between these two values you will get minus 1. Similarly, at x equal to 2.1 to 2.9, f of x equal to how much? 2 minus 3. That means minus 1. Similarly, if you give 3.1 to 3.9 and minus 1.12, suppose if I give minus 1.1 to minus 1.9, what is f of x? F of x value, step of minus 1.1 is minus 2, plus step of minus 1.1 means plus 1.1, that means 1, minus 1. So between two integers, whatever the value I plus f, integer plus fractional you are giving, how much you are getting? Minus 1. Suppose if I give x equal to 1, then what is f of 1 value? F of 1 is equal to, step of 1 is 1 plus step of minus 1 is 0. If I give minus 1, f of minus 1 is, step of minus 1 is 1, step of minus 1 is minus 1 plus step of 1 is 1, that means 0. That means at integers you are getting 0. If I give x equal to 2, step of 2 plus step of minus 2 is 0. So what is the value of step x plus step of minus x? It is always minus 1 except at integers. This value is always you are getting minus 1. So f of x equal to step x plus step of minus x equal to how much? At every integer you are getting 0. Every non-integer you are getting minus 1. That means this is the shape of the graph. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So example, y value is how much? Y is equal to f of, always y is equal to f of x. Y value is minus 1. When x belongs to r minus z. When x belongs to integer, y value is 0. If y is 0, x axis means y is equal to 0, y axis means x equal to 0. At every integer, that means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, this is 0, y value is, this is 0, y is 0. Between two integers, r minus z means between two integers, what is y value? Minus 1. Suppose this is minus 1. Between two integers, this is minus 1. So this is called as isolated point of discontinuity. So this is also, we can, this wherever discontinuity is there, that means at every integer wherever discontinuity is there we can redefine this function. We can redefine this function by giving y value as -1. By giving, if you give y is equal to -1, then we can redefine this function. Then you will get a continuous function. That means we can remove this discontinuity. We can remove this discontinuity if x also belongs to integer. If you give x belongs to integers, then you will get y is also equal to -1. In the place of y is equal to 0, if we redefine the function by giving y is equal to -1, then you will get continuous function. That's why you can remove this discontinuity by redefining the value for x. That's why it is called removable discontinuity. This is second type in removable discontinuity. Irremovable discontinuity. Let y is equal to f of x is any function and at x equal to a limit x tends to a, f of x does not exist, then that discontinuity is called as irremovable discontinuity. Y is any function and at x equal to a, limit x tends to a, f of x does not exist. That means LHL not equal to RHL, left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. Then that discontinuity is called as irremovable discontinuity. So there are three types again in irremovable discontinuity. One is finite discontinuity. Second one is infinite discontinuity. Third one is oscillatory discontinuity. So there are three types in irremovable. So this discontinuity we cannot remove it. That's why it is called irremovable discontinuity. So in that three types are there: finite, infinite, and oscillatory discontinuity. Next, irremovable discontinuities are three types: finite discontinuity, infinite discontinuity, and oscillatory discontinuity. In what is finite discontinuity means left hand limit exists, right hand limit exists, and both are not equal. Then it is called finite discontinuity. LHL not equal to RHL. Both exists. Left hand limit exists as well as right hand limit exists, but both are not equal. Then it is called finite discontinuities. Suppose if you take example, f of x equal to mod x by x. This is the given function, f of x equal to mod x by x. What is LHL for this problem? At x equal to 0, if you check at x equal to 0, what is left hand limit for this problem? Left hand limit is limit x tends to 0 minus mod x by x. Limit x tends to 0 minus mod x value is how much? 0 minus mod x is x or minus x. When it is x, when x greater than or equal to 0. When it is minus x, when x less than 0. Here x is 0 minus. 0 minus means less than 0. When x is less than 0, mod x will become minus x. Minus x by x. So this is minus 1. Minus 1. Similarly, what is RHL? Right hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus mod x by x. Limit x tends to 0 plus, what is mod x value? X by x. X gets cancelled, 1. So left hand limit is minus 1. Left hand limit exists. How much? Minus 1. Right hand limit also exists. How much? Plus 1. So LHL not equal to RHL, left hand limit not equal to right hand limit, then it is called finite discontinuity. Finite discontinuity is also called as jump discontinuity. Jump discontinuity. Why it is called jump discontinuity means the difference, how much difference is there between LHL and RHL, that is called as jump discontinuity. How much it is jumping from left hand limit to right hand limit, between these two limits how much jump is there in the continuity, how much jump is there, that's why that is called as jump discontinuity. So to find jump discontinuity formula is jump discontinuity modulus of RHL minus LHL, right hand limit minus left hand limit. What is right hand limit value? 1. Right hand limit value is 1 minus left hand limit is minus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Mod 2 is 2. So how much jump it is taking between left hand limit to right hand limit? Left hand limit to right hand limit it is taking 2. So this is called finite discontinuity or jump discontinuity. Next, infinite discontinuity. What is infinite discontinuity means? Here you are finding two limits. One is LHL and second one is RHL. If any one of the limits, either left hand limit or right hand limit, if any one of the limits is plus or minus infinity, if any one of the limit value, if you get plus or minus infinity, then it is called infinite discontinuity. So LHL either left hand limit or right hand limit or both. If you get plus or minus any one of the infinity, then it is called infinite discontinuity. Suppose if you take the problem given f of x equal to example, if you take cos x by x at x equal to 0, if you take at x equal to 0, what is left hand limit value? Limit x tends to 0 left hand side means 0 minus a. So cos x by x. Given function is cos x by x you are taking. Next, what is x value? 0 minus. 0 minus means minus 0. Cos 0 value, x value is 0. Cos 0 1. 1 by minus 0. 1 by minus 0 means minus infinity. 1 by minus 0 is infinity. Right hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus cos x by x is equal to cos 0. X value is approaching to 0. Cos 0 1. 1 by 0 plus means 0. 1 by 0 is how much? Infinity. So here any one of the limit e will become infinity, then it is called as infinite discontinuity. Infinite discontinuity, any one of the limit. Next, oscillatory discontinuity. What is oscillatory discontinuity means? If the limit value oscillates between two finite values, two finite quantities, then it is called oscillatory discontinuity. Function value oscillates between two finite values, then it is called oscillatory discontinuity. Suppose if you take the function f of x equal to 1 sin of 1 by x, f of x equal to sin of 1 by x. Example, if you take the function sin of 1 by x, what is LHL? At x equal to 0, if you take at x equal to 0, left hand limit value is how much? Left hand limit means limit x tends to 0 minus sin of 1 by, given function is sin of 1 by x. How much you are substituting? X value 0 minus, that means this is sin of minus infinity. Sin of minus infinity. Sin of anything, sin of domain, whatever it may be the domain, the value of the sine function, that means the range of the sine function always lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So whatever may be the input you are giving here, always sine function will give maximum 1, minimum minus 1. So similarly, what is RHL? Limit x tends to 0 plus sine of 1 by x, sine of 1 by x, that means sine of plus infinity. So sine of plus infinity also lies between minus 1 to, between minus 1 to plus 1. Sine of minus infinity or sine of plus infinity, whatever it may be. So this is the range of sine function. This is the range of sine function. So the value whatever you are getting, output you are getting for these two functions, it will oscillates between minus 1 to plus 1. That's why it is called oscillatory discontinuity. Single point continuity. In the name it is there already. Single point continuity. Functions continuous at only one point. Functions continuous at only one point are called as single point continuity. Functions continuous at only one point are called as single point continuity. Single point continuity functions. Example for this, in JEE mains exam, if question comes, we can identify easily. X does not belongs to Q and X belongs to Q. These conditions they will give for single point continuity. So suppose if you take x here, if you take minus x here, so this function denotes the single point continuity. Where is that single point means you should equate the both. X is equal to minus x. So 2x is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 0. So at x equal to 0, only they are continuous. At remaining points they are discontinuous. Similarly, one more example I will give. Example 2. F of x equal to x. If x does not belongs to Q. 1 minus x if x belongs to Q. So suppose the problem is like this. This is called, if these two conditions are there, means that problem belongs to single point continuity. X rational numbers, x is not a rational number. Then you will get single point discontinuity. So how to solve this type of problems means just equate the both the functions. X is equal to 1 minus x. That means 2x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 by 2 is the point of continuity, single point of continuity. For this problem, x equal to 0 is the single point of continuity.